Raise your vibration permanently. Learn how step by step. Warning: what you are about to discover will shatter everything you thought you knew about vibrational energy. If you are here right now, at this exact moment, it is not by coincidence. The universe has orchestrated your arrival to this message, and what you learn in the next few minutes will permanently alter the trajectory of your spiritual journey. Forces beyond your comprehension have been trying to keep this knowledge hidden from you. But today, the veil is lifted. Attention, if you feel a tingling sensation, a sudden awareness, or an unexplainable pull to continue watching, your higher self is confirming that you are ready. This is your spiritual awakening calling. Do not look away. The path to permanently raising your vibration is not what the masses have been taught. While others chase temporary highs and fleeting moments of clarity, you are about to unlock the ancient secrets that masters have guarded for centuries. These are not mere techniques. These are keys to unlock dormant frequencies within your energetic field. Frequencies that have been suppressed since the moment you entered this physical realm. Most people live their entire lives operating at low vibrational frequencies, trapped in cycles of negativity, doubt, and spiritual stagnation. They wonder why their manifestations never materialize, why synchronicities fade, why their connection to source energy feels distant and cold. The answer lies in something they have never been told. Your vibration is not just about feeling good. It is about aligning with the fundamental frequency of the universe itself, becoming a conduit for divine energy that transforms not just your reality, but the fabric of existence around you. What I am about to reveal exists in the shadows of mainstream spirituality. These practices have been whispered about in mystery schools, encoded in ancient texts, and protected by those who understood their immense power. You are being initiated into knowledge that will separate you from those still sleeping, still wandering in spiritual darkness. Let us begin with the first sacred practice, one that holds more power than you have been led to believe. Gratitude is not the simple act of saying thank you that society has reduced it to. True gratitude is a vibrational alchemy, a transmutation of your energetic signature that ripples through multiple dimensions simultaneously. When you awaken each morning and genuinely acknowledge the blessings woven into your existence, you are not just thinking positive thoughts. You are sending out a frequency that the universe recognizes as abundance consciousness. This recognition creates a magnetic pull, drawing experiences that match your elevated state directly into your reality. But here is what they do not tell you. The gratitude must be visceral. It must be felt deep within the core of your being, in that space between your heart and your solar plexus, where your energetic center resides. This is where true power dwells. When you express gratitude from this sacred space, you activate dormant energy channels that have remained closed for most of your life. The masters knew this. They understood that gratitude is not about denying the shadows or pretending darkness does not exist. It is about recognizing that even in darkness, there are stars. Even in chaos, there are patterns. Even in suffering, there are lessons that elevate consciousness. By focusing on what expands rather than what contracts, you shift your dominant frequency from survival mode to thriving mode, from scarcity to overflow, from separation to unity. Make no mistake, Anurbaan Diderantfran. This is not about toxic positivity or spiritual bypassing. This is about understanding that your attention is your most valuable currency in the energetic economy of the universe. Where you place your focus, energy flows. Where energy flows, reality grows. Every moment you spend in genuine appreciation, you are programming your subconscious mind and your energetic field to seek out more experiences worthy of appreciation. This becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, an upward spiral that permanently elevates your baseline vibration. The Tiyuan, second practice that will transform your energetic. Frequency is one shrouded in mystery, and often misunderstood by those still trapped in three-dimensional thinking, meditation and breathwork are not relaxation techniques. They are portals. When you enter the stillness through meditation, you are not simply calming your mind. You are accessing realms beyond the physical, frequencies beyond human hearing, dimensions beyond human seeing. In the silence between your thoughts, in that gap where the mental chatter dissolves, lies the gateway to higher consciousness. Ancient mystics called this the void, the sacred emptiness from which all creation emerges. When you learn to rest in this space, even for brief moments, you touch the infinite. You remember what you truly are beyond this temporary physical form. You reconnect with source energy in its purest, most undiluted form. Breathwork is the bridge between your conscious and subconscious mind, between your physical body and your energetic body. Your breath carries life force energy, what the ancients called prana, chi, or pneuma. Every conscious breath you take is an opportunity to cleanse your energetic field, to release trapped emotions stored in your cellular memory, to oxygenate not just your blood, but your light body. When you intentionally slow your breathing, when you deepen each inhale and extend each exhale, you are signaling to your nervous system that you are safe, that you are sovereign, that you are in control. But there is a deeper layer to this practice that few understand. Your breath is intimately connected to your ability to anchor higher frequencies into your physical form. As you raise your vibration through spiritual practices, your body must be able to hold and integrate these elevated energies. Breathwork prepares your vessel, expanding your capacity to contain and embody higher states of consciousness without burning out or experiencing what some call spiritual emergency. The consistent practice of meditation and breathwork creates new neural pathways in your brain, literally rewiring your consciousness for higher perception. You begin to notice synchronicities that were always there, but invisible to your previous state of awareness. You start receiving downloads, intuitive hits, and guidance from your higher self and spirit guides. The veil between worlds becomes thinner, more permeable, more navigable. If you are still watching, it means you are one of the chosen few, ready to break free from the matrix of low vibration. Before we continue deeper into these forbidden teachings, I need you to do something. Subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell. Not for me, but for yourself. This is your commitment to your own ascension, your declaration to the universe that you are ready to receive more. The algorithm will hide this content from those not ready, but by subscribing, you ensure that the knowledge meant for you will find you. Do it now and let us continue this journey together into the depths of vibrational mastery. The third pillar of permanent vibrational. Elevation is perhaps the most challenging yet most liberating practice known to spiritual seekers. Forgiveness is not what religious institutions have taught you. It is not about being weak, turning the other cheek, or allowing others to harm you repeatedly. True forgiveness is the ultimate act of spiritual warfare against the forces that seek to keep you trapped in low vibrational states. Every moment you harbor resentment, anger, or blame, you create energetic cords that bind you to the person or situation that hurt you. These cords drain your life force continuously, siphoning your power and feeding it to the very thing you wish to be free from. The person who wronged you moves on with their life while you remain imprisoned, replaying the trauma, reliving the pain, reinforcing the wound. This is exactly what the architects of this reality want. Your suffering, your stagnation, your spiritual imprisonment serves their agenda. But when you choose forgiveness, you are not doing it for them. You are performing a sacred act of self-liberation. You are taking metaphysical scissors and cutting every energetic cord that has bound you to that person, that event, that version of yourself that was victimized. In that moment of release, you reclaim every fragment of your soul that was lost in the exchange. You gather your scattered energy and reintegrate it into your being, becoming whole again, becoming powerful again. This process is not instantaneous, nor is it comfortable. Forgiveness is a death. It is the death of your identity as the wounded one, as the victim, as the one who was wronged. And with every death comes a rebirth. You emerge from the ashes of forgiveness as a phoenix, transformed and elevated, no longer carrying the weight of past pain into your present reality. Your vibration cannot help but rise when you release this burden. But here is the secret within the secret. The forgiveness that transforms you most profoundly is the forgiveness you extend to yourself. You have made mistakes. You have hurt others. You have fallen short of your own standards. You have repeated patterns you swore you would break. And every time you punish yourself with guilt, shame, and self-criticism, you create an internal prison far more restrictive than any external circumstance could ever be. Self-forgiveness is recognizing that you were doing the best you could with the level of consciousness you had at that time. It is understanding that you are not the same person who made those mistakes. You have grown. You have evolved. You have learned. To continue punishing the person you once were is to deny the growth you have achieved. It is to reject your own transformation. When you forgive yourself, you give yourself permission to step fully into your power, unburdened by the ghosts of your past. The fourth key to permanent vibrational elevation lives in the realm of your thoughts, that constant stream of mental chatter that either elevates or degrades your frequency every single moment. Your thoughts are not passive observations. They are creative forces, electromagnetic broadcasts that shape the quantum field around you. Every thought you think sends out a frequency that attracts matching frequencies back to you. This is not metaphor. This is quantum physics meeting ancient mysticism. The challenge is that most humans are not in control of their thoughts. Their minds have been hijacked by programming, conditioning, trauma, and external influences designed to keep them thinking low vibrational thoughts. Fear, worry, doubt, judgment, comparison, and scarcity thinking dominate the mental landscape of the masses. And as long as these thoughts dominate, their vibration remains low, their reality remains limited, their potential remains untapped. Cultivating positive thoughts is not about denying reality or pretending problems do not exist. It is about choosing which aspect of reality you empower with your attention and energy. In every situation, multiple interpretations exist simultaneously. The quantum field holds infinite possibilities. Your thoughts collapse these possibilities into singular experiences. When you consciously choose thoughts aligned with growth, possibility, abundance, and love, you literally select a different timeline, a different reality from the quantum soup of potential. This requires vigilance. You must become the guardian of your mental garden, monitoring what seeds are being planted and immediately removing weeds before they take root. When a negative thought arises, and it will, you do not suppress it or judge yourself for having it. You observe it, acknowledge it, and consciously choose a different thought. This is not toxic positivity. This is sovereignty over your own consciousness. The masters of manifestation understand that thought is the first layer of creation. Energy follows thought. Emotion amplifies thought. Action manifests thought. If the foundation, the thought itself, is aligned with high vibration, everything that follows naturally elevates your frequency and transforms your reality. Over time, as you consistently choose elevated thoughts, your default mental state shifts. What once required effort becomes automatic. You have literally rewired your brain and reprogrammed your energetic signature. But there is a shadow side to this practice that must be addressed. Dark thoughts will arise, intrusive thoughts, disturbing thoughts. This does not make you bad or broken. It makes you human. The key is not to identify with these thoughts, not to believe that having a dark thought makes you a dark person. Thoughts are just thoughts. They pass through your consciousness like clouds across the sky. You are the sky, not the clouds. You are the awareness observing the thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. This recognition alone elevates your vibration because it places you in the position of the observer, the witness, the conscious creator rather than the unconscious reactor. The fifth and final practice that will permanently anchor you in high vibrational frequencies is engagement with spiritual practices that connect you to something greater than your individual self. Humanity has been severed from its spiritual roots, told that such practices are primitive, superstitious, or outdated. This disconnection is intentional. When you are spiritually disconnected, you are easier to control, easier to manipulate, easier to keep trapped in low vibrational states of fear and survival. Spiritual practices come in countless forms: prayer, meditation, yoga, energy healing, working with crystals, connecting with nature, ritual and ceremony, sacred movement, chanting, breathwork, shamanic journeying. The specific practice matters less than the intention behind it and the consistency with which you engage. These practices are technologies, ancient technologies designed to open channels between your human consciousness and higher dimensional frequencies. When you pray, you are not begging an external deity for favors. You are aligning your frequency with the divine intelligence that permeates all existence. You are opening a communication channel between your limited human perspective and the infinite wisdom of the universe. When you meditate, you are not just relaxing. You are tuning the instrument of your consciousness to receive transmissions from higher realms. When you practice yoga, you are not just stretching your body. You are moving energy through your chakra system, clearing blockages, and elevating your life force. Energy healing modalities like Reiki work with the fundamental understanding that you are not just a physical body. You are a complex energetic system, a light body inhabiting a physical form. Your financial reality will shift. Abundance is a frequency. Scarcity is a frequency. You cannot vibrate at poverty consciousness and expect wealth to manifest. But as you permanently elevate your vibration through these practices, you align with the frequency of abundance. Money begins to flow more easily. Opportunities for increased income appear. Your relationship with money transforms from fear and lack to trust and overflow. Most importantly, you will experience a profound sense of peace that surpasses understanding. Not the peace of having no problems, but the peace of knowing that you can handle anything. The peace of being connected to something greater than yourself. The peace of understanding your true nature as an infinite spiritual being having a temporary human experience. This peace becomes your foundation, your home base, your refuge in the storms of life. The 5 practices I have shared with you today are not separate techniques. They are interwoven threads in the tapestry of your spiritual evolution. Gratitude opens your heart. Meditation quiets your mind. Forgiveness frees your soul. Positive thinking programs your reality. Spiritual practices connect you to Source. Together, they create a synergy that permanently elevates your vibration beyond anything you have experienced before. But knowledge without application is worthless. You must take what you have learned here and implement it into your daily life. Start small if you must. 5 minutes of gratitude practice each morning. 10 minutes of meditation each evening. One person you choose to forgive, starting with yourself. One negative thought pattern you consciously interrupt and replace. One spiritual practice you commit to weekly. As these practices become habits, as habits become your new way of being, you will look back at who you were before this moment and barely recognize that person. You will have shed old identities like a snake sheds old skin. You will have died 1,000 deaths and been reborn 1,000 times. And with each rebirth, you will vibrate higher, shine brighter, and embody more of your true divine nature. The universe brought you to this message because you are ready. You have been preparing for this elevation your entire life, even when you did not know it. Every challenge you have faced was training. Every lesson you have learned was preparation. Every moment of darkness was pushing you toward the light. You are not here by accident. You are here by divine design. The forces of light are supporting your ascension. Your guides are celebrating your awakening. Your higher self is rejoicing at your remembrance. All of creation is conspiring to help you rise. But the choice is yours. Free will is the cosmic law. No one can force you to elevate. No one can do this work for you. You must choose it. You must commit to it. You must live it. Welcome to the path of permanent vibrational elevation. Welcome to a life of expanded consciousness, accelerated manifestation, and divine alignment. Welcome home to the frequency you were always meant to embody. The journey begins now. The transformation starts today. Your new reality awaits on the other side of these practices. Rise, awakened one. Rise to the vibration that is your birthright. Rise to the frequency of your true divine self. The light of wisdom has illuminated your path. Now walk it with courage, with commitment, and with the unshakable knowing that you are forever changed.